The special place the Institute brings is really over a long history of 70 years of understanding the biology and discovering the reasons why we see well, why we don't see well, finding cures and diagnostics to help patients and society. And it does that really beautifully by, over the years and more as years go on, interrelating to the massive biomedical landscape at UCL. And associated with our affiliated hospital, Moorfields Eye Hospital, we build this great infrastructure where all our researchers interact with clinicians. We talk, we discuss, we discover through the laboratories, translate into man, and hopefully, and we have, had huge success in making real differences to patients. We developed research themes 6 years ago, moving from a more traditional model of how an institute might look. And the reasons for that were to get the interplay between the fundamental science in one of the themes, and that's degeneration, aging, and disease, into developing therapies and diagnostics through rescue, repair, and regeneration, into understanding how we see and how we read out our effects of our treatments in visual neuroscience and function. Due to the explosion now of informatics and data, we've created a new theme of data, science, and informatics. They don't work in silos, they all work informing each other. And fundamentally, the vision is, what can we discover? What goes wrong? How can we mend it? And how can we implement it and translate through into helping our patients?
The research themes are really umbrella terms to cover everything that we do at the Institute of Ophthalmology with our partner clinicians at Moorfields Eye Hospital. So really these themes are to be proactively bringing people together who perhaps don't naturally think they have a future partnership and a future collaboration. And it's really quite extraordinary to see what can come from these conversations, these meetings, these workshops. One group might be interested in eye cells, another group might be interested in genetics, and bringing those two groups together can really answer long-standing questions we've had about eye health and disease. Also thinking about imaging and what that can bring, so platform technologies that are shared across themes. Data science. We need data to understand what healthy aging would look like for the eye, as well as what it tells us in a disease state. So all of our themes are actually cross interactions, and the theme events and everything that we organise is really to foster those relationships and have some exciting new conversations and new collaborations across our institution.